intro sequence before you start the game that just, like, if you just let it go from the title screen, which I guess was kind of like the trailer for the game. Oh, which is showing right now, apparently, which I won't keep going. Actually gives you enough information about the entire Kingdom Hearts 2 game. Like, it tells you a little bit of everything. In any case, hey everybody, Izzy Craze 365 here, and welcome back to more of the Kingdom Hearts 2 story. When we last left off, we had just finished beating Space Paranoids, and as we got back into the world of the users, there was a shaking in Hollow Bastion, and we realized that we are under siege. Actually, I don't know if we realized that yet. But we're going to be diving right back in, because this is going to be the start of the 1,000 Heartless battle, which is the...
Ooh-ah.
Anyway, with me today we have...
Scribbled Slate.
You are an anchor, sir. You are like a rock. You're here. It's awesome.
Okay.
But yeah, so as you can see, 2 of our save points are currently locked away. The game is going to be doing this from this point forward, where it's only going to let us use some specific save points until we rebeat the worlds. Which is kind of a weird thing, but, you know, you got to do each of these worlds twice. And unlike last time, we're not actually doing it so we can... Also, we have the combat sound going on right now, as though we're actually, you know, in a battle, even though we're not.
Oh.
Alright, so rule of thumb here is going to be, I want to see, I've got new abilities, apparently. Ooh, Vicinity Break, what's this? Unleashes a powerful attack when surrounded? That sounds cool.
Sounds like it'll be useful where you are.
Yeah. So there's going to be another save point, at which point I'm going to be turning off a couple of abilities and turning on Trinity Limit. The strategy... Ooh, Goofy now has Jackpot. Hyper Healing, go away. Defender, go away. Goofy needs to be a money launderer. And I got new items? What else did I get? Oh, the Photon Debugger, which may or may not be better than what I currently have equipped.
I don't know.
It is not. It's a 3-2 stat. So Oathkeeper is still what we're going with.
No.
And, alright. So the strategy for this is pretty much going to be, drive like crazy into Wisdom form for everything coming up.
Until you lose access to it.
Yeah. Because... And notice there's only 2 types of Heartless coming at us. There's the, I think they're just... These aren't Cold Soldiers. But, like, that's the only 2 enemies I'm predominantly going to be seeing from this point forward. Oh. And they're fighting nobodies, which I always thought this was kind of amusing. And Maleficent's trying to do something.
Attack the white husks! Sweep them away!
What are you, nuts? We're never gonna win! I don't know about you,
And
but
Pete
I'm
does
outta
what
here,
Pete
sister.
always does.
You pathetic coward.
And even
Being a
Maleficent...
bumbling idiot.
No, Maleficent said it best. Being a pathetic coward. Maleficent's just gonna let us deal with it. She doesn't have time for this.
Heartless, leave the white ones. Turn your attention to Sora and his friends.
A weird moment of, like,
Of what?
kind of enemy of my enemy going on.
Yeah, except everybody turns to fight Sora. You'll see that in a second.
Yeah.
Alright, so because there's... Oh gosh, they have... So the dancers are actually the most annoying of all the Heartless, or of all the nobodies, because they can actually easily incapacitate me. Like this, the pink things that look like normal husks. Rising Sun! There we go. But yeah, as long as there's nobodies mixed in, there's really no point in driving into Wisdom form.
I forget, what's the reaction commands that dancers can give you?
They don't.
Really?
They are the one that, unless it's a normal reversal, but they normally do not give you a reaction command.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Rising Sun is kind of like Sonic Blade, just more aerial based.
Yes. And that's actually going to be the key to our 1,000 Heartless battle. So the plan is going to be, and quote, drive into limit form, Sonic Blade, because I recently found out that if you use any of your limits, Sonic Blade, Ragnarok, etc., you heal as you hit in limit form.
Oh. Interesting.
Now we've got the gull wings.
I mean, they're also excellent, like, area attacks.
Pretty lame of her.
I guess we picked the wrong side.
Yep. They'll fight for me now. Shameful. This is just a Final Fantasy cameo. These three characters have no business being in this game.
Hey, if you're looking to pick sides, why don't you pick Leon's? They can always use help.
Does this Leon have any treasure?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Perfect.
Come on.
Who are you?
Oh, we're nothing worth mentioning.
Nothing
Just
worth
three
mentioning.
treasure fanatics.
Later, taters.
Okay, she actually just had the best line. Later, taters.
Did Leon really have any treasure?
Donald, you are going to get everybody in so much trouble. That's kind of his job. Like, Donald. And again, still, we have the battle music, even though there is not going to be any immediate battles. So, the 1,000 Heartless fight is easy, in my opinion. Oh. We don't have time for this.
We don't have time for you.
I love how Sora could just one-hit kill these guys. What's this? Oh, Sephiroth.
Oh.
Why is he here?
Because he likes to be a brooding, mysterious dick.
He kind of does, yeah.
Ain't Sephiroth the one who's supposed to be the dark part of Cloud's heart?
And Goofy is here with exposition for all of you who forgot who
Did
Sephiroth
Cloud
is.
tell you that? Then he must understand now.
Just what are you gonna do to him?
Nothing. Cloud.
Also, if you ever watch the movie Advent Children, I still think that movie is confusing as all hell.
Oh, yes. No, I actually did watch it. I think I might have a copy of it, but...
Yeah, like, a dude Cloud's fighting transforms into Sephiroth.
Then I should give him what he wants.
There's, like, several who are, like, maybe clones, but also, like,
the hardest
acolytes, kind of. It's... Yeah,
it's weird. There's no two ways about it. It's just... And he's just gonna... So, he makes his appearance, and then he promptly GTFOs.
That sounds like modus operandi.
Yeah. And then the gull wings flip. And now we have access to this area, which I'm going to very quickly jump into. Actually. Crap, I just realized something.
What?
So, in the Cave of Ordeals, which is what that hole is, at the beginning of it, and then at each point you have to do a challenge that requires you to drive, you're going to see these little orbs. I'm just going to jump down here. I'm not actually going to do this cave, but this is probably the best spot to drive, to level up Master Form. And we also get completely different music here. But if I hit this ball here, it will keep giving me, it gives a ton of orbs, and then I can just leave the area and come back and do it again. And yeah, this is one big room. Oh, crap. I should not have come this far in.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Wait, why?
It's a cutscene. The Heartless in here look like they're normal levels, but they are not. They are... So, the equivalent of this is if you're fighting an Absent Silhouette, you can normally beat them around, like, level 30-ish. But if you decide to fight them at the end of this thing, which is the Room of Remembrance, I think it's called, they go from like level 30 combat characters to being level 99 combat characters. Like, they give you a hard time even at end game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, is this a new thing for the remix?
This is a new thing for the remix. This is where you get Remembrance synthesis item, Remembrance shards, stones, etc. Which is what you need to do, the stuff you need for the synthesis of the Absent Silhouettes synthesis recipes that you get if you beat them. But all the Heartless in there are palette swaps, so you'll find like cars, aeroplanes, cannons. They're all palette swaps, but they are, instead of them being, you know, something that Sora can easily take on, I will get murdered, like, so quick. Yeah, I'm level 30, they will wreck me. They hit so much harder than they have any business doing. So anyway, folks, the plan for the 1,000 Heartless fight. Before we do that, we have to get through what I consider a very annoying fight, especially because of my current level, which is Demex.
We'll help.
Oh yeah, Demex.
Dancers. I hate dancers. I don't even remember which nobody they are supposed to represent. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, these are Demex. Because he says dance, water, dance.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the thing that they just keep throwing me. So the actual answer to deal with them is Magnet. Also, once you get them into the air, they are a lot easier to deal with. But when they're in groups like that, they can pretty much throw you back and forth indefinitely.
Volleyball.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to save our drive right now for the Demex fight, because we're going to need Valor Form for that. I normally go Master for it, except Master Form is not leveled up nearly enough. Are you kidding? Yeah, they're going to be passing me around like a football. Yeah, so if I do that ground pound, oh, and I got Defender. That is something I'm probably going to need for the upcoming fights. In spades. It increases my defense by, I think, 3 when my health is in the red. A great ability that you really want.
The King's in the Bailey.
If you want your experience boost.
I didn't realize that you only got the experience boost if you were at low health. That seems really weird.
High risk, high reward. Oh, and we noticed there's a giant wall that's been torn down. Like, right there. Whoopsie. And that's where the Heartless are coming from. I think I hope I get control over Sora before I'm forced into the fight.
Whoa.
And this is me going to see all the Heartless marching in, one by one. But notice, it's only 2 types of Heartless. It's kind of ridiculous.
A little weird.
Mm-hmm. And of course, it's the 2 types of Heartless with the best AoE clearing reaction commands.
Yeah, that seemed a bit, At the same time, makes the most sense in terms of, you know, if you're fighting 1,000 things without a break, you may as well do what you can to speed it up.
Yeah.
You'd think that they'd put at least tankier ones in the mix, though.
Okay.
Like something you could still take out with the reaction commands from the others, but...
Yeah, you'd think. Also, like Yuffie, fighting to stay alive, and then falls. This actually goes to show that Yuffie is the weakest fighter. which is why she's often the last one you fight whenever you have to fight her, Tifa, Cloud, and Leon in a Coliseum tournament. And now we have Stitch! Figure that one out, folks. He came...
I mean, he was in the area, and he's trigger happy. He knows these things aren't friendly. I'm more confused just why Eris and Yuffie weren't getting trampled.
Because Heartless are not smart. And the goal
But that's all the more reason they should be getting trampled.
I know. No, this is actually a cool back-to-back right here.
Think you can handle this many?
Well, might be tough if one more shows up.
Then that'll have to be the one I take care of.
Oh, I mean,
Like-
sequel game.
I mean, this is literally the dick measuring contest of the game. Like, listen to what they say. Oh, you're fighting too? Sephiroth.
Sephiroth!
We've already established who he is.
I understand that you've been looking for me.
Again, like, we
Yeah.
barely touch on this, but
Once I get rid of you, the darkness will go away.
look at the size of that sword!
Oh, the mass immune?
darkness.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
obscenely
Your
long.
own
It's
dark
longer than
memory.
Sephiroth is. I'm still
you
not sure
think
how
you
he
can
actually,
erase
like,
your
it's-
carries it when he doesn't want to attack some.
Shut up!
It's like 3 times as tall as
Face
him.
it. You
Yeah,
turn
it's-
your back on the present.
It is
and live
a
in the past.
absurdly
Yeah,
long
Because
sword.
the light of the
I mean, the
present is
Buster
too
Sword that
light.
Cloud wields is also, like,
You
ridiculous.
don't know me!
Look at the size of it.
I will say the weirdest thing about the Buster Sword in this
I
rendition
know.
is why does it have a bunch of straps around
Because
it? It has a sharpened edge.
am
It should
you.
not be.
Oh, it's a beating weapon. It's not a sword. Tifa!
Cloud! Wait! Huh?
Yeah, she is actually the most, like, action-packed of the 3 of them, or the 4 of them that you can eventually fight. The reason why you take her at first is because she will relentlessly follow you. Also, she is not immune to magic. Then you go after Leon because you can thunder him to death, because he's immune to fire. Cloud's immune to thunder,
Leon,
so you
everybody,
use Blizzard on
hang
him.
in there.
And Yuffie's immune to magic, but she's also the weakest.
But she also attacks from range.
Okay, so, folks, normally if you run down this path, that is what the game wants you to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run back to the previous area. I need Defender for... Oh, wow, I don't have MP Rage on either. Reaction boost, combo. Combo boost is coming off. We need those. I also want 2 more XP. I don't need... I'll turn off Quick Run after this next fight. Oh, these stupid blaze thingies. Crab apples. Yeah, like, these things are pretty merciless. Oh, there is a thing up there for me. A sticker. I'm gonna just ignore these guys for now. Okay, I need Glide to get that. There's no 2 ways about it. But I'm going to pass through the restoration site. So up here where this treasure chest is, you notice there's this grate here? Oh, not bumpers. I hate bumpers. I got a moon recipe. So in there is where I will eventually get to, access the, area, oh gosh, the Room of Memories, the computer room, where I can fight the guys, but I have to get through the entire Cave of Ordeals to make it appear.
Oh.
So, that wall there above the grate is see-through. But you can only see through it once you've walked through it once.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to save here. We're going to ignore all the Heartless and literally just get to the fight. And the reason why I'm saving here is because you just saw how long all those cutscenes were. And just triggering them was kind of... No, it's... Like, literally, it's annoying.
Yeah.
And again, this is... Oh. And yeah, this is why we are going to completely ignore all the fights. Out of my way! I have a skateboard. We're not going to have a skateboard in this area. Yeah, no skateboard.
Does skateboard only appear in areas where there are no Heartless?
Oh no, it appears even in areas where there are Heartless. I believe this is the Demex fight. Oh, maybe not.
Okay, fellas, you've got to go find Riku and Kairi.
Okay.
But Leon and the others are friends
So
too.
what is one thing that Disney is known for doing to their
lots of help here.
audience?
We'll take care of this fight.
But I promised Leon.
What do they do? What are all of the main characters have
Donald,
in
Goofy, take
in
Sora
common?
and get going.
Riku, Kairi,
Disney main
give me a
characters, like the
little
movies
time,
and
okay?
whatnot?
Yes. What about their parents?
Orphans? Usually?
Most of the time, their parents are dead. So Disney has conditioned us
We'll go search for Riku and
to
Kairi.
accept death.
Watch for danger.
Just off screen.
Just off screen.
Wait, you
Well,
guys.
Kingdom Hearts takes this to a whole new level.
Is that so?
Yes.
You're
Wink,
coming
wink.
with us whether you want to or not.
Come on, Sora. You gotta be good.
Wink. There we go. There's the wink. Mouth.
Gotcha.
Well then, skedaddle.
He just mouthed thank you.
Go.
Whoopsie. Mickey's just sitting there like, bye.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty.
Hope you can forgive us.
He's proud. He's not sure why, but he is kind of proud. Also, you know, you'd really be useful, Mickey. Compute.
At the same time, doesn't he still need to, like, conceal that he is around?
You think.
Or has that cat kind of gotten out of the bag at this point, do you think?
I mean, it's not out yet, but it will be soon. Now downloading. Another. By the way, Another is Xehanort's name. System start. So this is a cutscene that was added to this game exclusively. You see that door there that he goes through? We can now go through that door and get into this area. I forget what's down here. I think it's just a treasure chest and a lot of Heartless. But Another is one of the things you can spell if you take the X out of Xehanort and rearrange the letters, as is No Heart. I think this goes into a basement somewhere. I just don't remember what's down here. Yeah, the basement. I just don't remember what the point is of it. But, like, I can get down here from this point forward.
I think they included this in the original, didn't they? I remember being able to get to the bottom of this area.
Yeah, but I don't think you could actually do stuff down here. I don't remember the spiral.
Also, which robe dude?
From the way the light shine, you can assume it's Xemnas, and also because he typed in Another, which is Xehanort's name mixed up. If it's not him, you can assume it's Riku, because Diz would have given him the password. But my money is on Xemnas right now. Or maybe he gave the assignment to Xigbar, because Xigbar is number 2, his right hand. Engage, number 2. Yeah, no. I don't remember this in the original Kingdom Hearts.
They're really drawing out him walking down this ramp.
Master Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it! Forget this talk of doors and the heart of all worlds. That place must not be defiled.
But Master Ansem, I've been thinking...
They are not. Those thoughts are best forgotten.
Also, this is important because it means Xemnas is... Xemnas had amnesia as Ansem, and he slowly regained them. And the scary thing about it is both the body that Xehanort possesses and Xehanort himself were Keyblade wielders. So the fact that he forgot about that and was only using ethereal blades is... Oh, that's right. This cutscene.
Yeah, this I definitely do not remember from playing it.
Far too
long. That's why, friend.
Friend.
And that is the broken up suit of armor that Aqua used to wear in Birth by Sleep. And that was her Keyblade. It's a hint because you fight Lingering Will in this game, which Lingering Will is a spirit trapped in a suit of armor, hence Lingering Will. The body was taken over by Xehanort and became Xemnas, aka Ansem.
Wait, which character? Aqua?
Xehanort, the one that we know, Xemnas, the nobody in the Heartless version that we know as the villains of both of these games, is Terra's body.
Zexion!
Okay.
Right
that
here.
Sounds vaguely familiar, but...
Where is Lord Xemnas?
Zexion.
His usual
These two are
spot?
dead. The Chamber of Repose.
Chamber of Repose? Yes. Go and see for yourself.
Zexion was the illusionist, right?
That isn't funny.
Zexion...
I suppose I have no choice but to wait.
Yes, he had the book.
Time is running
This guy
out.
had the shield.
What to do? Why is he never around when I need
that
him?
is Vexen,
It's almost as if he knows I'm looking for him.
Yeah, he was one of the,
You know,
like cruel
I don't like
scientist
that
types, if I
place
remember.
either. What about you, Zexion?
That's
What do you
Zigbar.
think?
I think eavesdropping is intrusive. Why are you even here? You and Zaldin were tasked to recruit new members. Have you forgotten, or were you procrastinating?
As if. I'm doing my
Also,
job.
Zexion
I'll
is
have
confirmed.
You know, I found one just yesterday. Mar something.
Marluxia.
That puts the organization.
Zexion is going to be the Jiminy of Kingdom
Since
Hearts
I've
3.
been working so hard, I had Lexius take my place
Zexion
for the day.
is the Jiminy of 3?
Yeah, because he's a researcher, so you're constantly going to be calling back to Halabesh, and he's going to be giving you mission updates.
Is that so?
But isn't he also, you know, dead?
I have work to catch up on. Good
you'd
day.
think. I mean, technically, all the members of the organization are supposedly dead by the end of this game,
don't
but they're
be like
not,
that.
because Sora
on,
released Kingdom
stay
Hearts.
and
They were
talk.
actually reformed to their original
Isn't it
bodies.
time you told me about
With
Xemnas'
hearts and all?
secret?
Yes, because the Nobody ceased to be, and their Heartless ceased to be, and the Heart they
How long
rejoined.
ago was it?
That's why Axel is in Kingdom
When a
Hearts 3,
bunch
but
of
he's not
warriors
Axel. He's
wielding
Link.
key-shaped swords
Huh,
appeared
okay.
and unleashed a spectacular battle. And when it was all over, all that was left was a man lying unconscious without his memories.
That's Xemnas' backstory right there.
Yeah. I mean, Xehanort was found by Ansem right around then, wasn't he?
Your point?
The Chamber of Repose. If you recall, that's where we spent our time researching the darkness that resides within people's hearts. It's a graveyard that was sealed by order of Ansem the Wise. The first thing Xemnas did once he got rid of him was to undo the seal and build a room in the back.
There you go.
Ever since then, he holds himself up in that room when he can and he talks to someone. But who? For all I know, he's the only one in that
This
room.
entire cutscene is the only was all
Need I
added for Final
repeat
Mix.
myself about eavesdropping?
Not eavesdropping. Couldn't hear what they were saying. Dying to
Wait,
find
so
out
what
it was,
happened to
though.
Aqua?
Oh, at the end of Birth by Sleep, do you want me to... she has been trapped in the realm of darkness for 10 years.
As you should with yours. For we need to prepare the new
and in the
facility
cutscene, we see a darker version of her with her hair parted in a different direction, and she has yellow eyes, which either means she has fallen to Xehanort or she has been overcome by darkness. Either way, it's not good news.
Castle Oblivion.
No, because she's also, I believe, mentioned a incredible magic cannon.
She has the strongest magic of any Keyblade Master currently in canon. Outside of maybe Master Xehanort in his like full original form.
The Chamber of Repose is part of a pair. The Chamber of Waking.
This is important. Chamber of Repose is part of a pair. Chamber of Awakening is the other one. Chamber of Awakening is in Castle Oblivion, and guess who's sitting in the Chamber of Awakening?
And that's
I'm guessing in this part, Naminé?
That's where he'll find his other friend.
Ventus's heartless body is sitting in there. And fun fact about Birth by Sleep, which will tie this all together. Aqua took Ventus's body, put it back in their home, which I forgot what the name of it was called. It was called like the Pathway... The Land of Departure, I think is what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
She put his body in a hidden chamber which used to be Master Ericus's room, and then she sealed the castle using high advanced magic, and that castle became Castle Oblivion. So no one except her or another Keyblade Master could find Ventus's body and create the ultimate Keyblade, the Keyblade. She did it as a defense mechanism and also to protect one of the two people she cared about the most. That's why anybody who goes into Castle Oblivion, the more you search, the more you forget.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Demex.
Hey, you guys are looking lively.
Look, you deserve to die just because you are in charge of the dancers.
You messing around in the underworld? How'd a wimp like you get into Organization 13?
Like, is it,
I bet
Demex,
you can't even fight.
Demex even says this in 350 Overseas. He can fight, but he's better.
You shouldn't judge anyone by appearance.
His whole thing is he is good at reconnaissance and stealth.
Oh, I told them they were sending the wrong guy.
I mean, his instrument is a guitar.
Who is this kook?
I'm sorry, a sitar.
Remember, the organization's made up of nobodies.
Right. No
He
hearts.
makes, like, water clones of himself.
Oh, we do too have hearts. Don't be mad.
You can't trick us.
Well, now he gets serious.
Silence, traitor.
Dance. So here's the thing. They actually made him a little bit more badass in the final mix. Also, every member of Organization 13 controls some type of magical element. I could go over every single one of them if I had the list in front of me.
Dance, water, dance!
But his is obviously water. Okay, I need to get in here for the reaction fans. Wild Dance, here we go.
Something seems to be up with me, so I might end up suddenly disappearing.
It's over.
Valor 4! We got this. Show stealer.
Ain't it a blast?
Ooh.
Water. It's over. Yeah, take this. Come on, keep to the beam. Take this. Rockin' out. Take this. Take this. Deal. Come on, keep to the beam. Rockin' out. Yeah. Back off.
So the problem with him is not actually fighting him.
Come on, keep to the beam. Rockin' out. Come on, keep to the beam. Rockin' out. Dance, water, dance.
This is the problem. Oh, it was the... okay, they changed it from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. And I upgraded Blizzard. Okay, so the hardest part of that fight used to be you had to kill 10 of the water forms in 10 seconds. And the problem is the motion to grab one and swing it around will kill everything around it except for the one until you throw it away. And that is a 7-second reaction command. So you needed to grab it immediately, otherwise you had no chance of getting it.
Also, I'm back.
Oh,
but,
cool.
Yeah, it's always weird.
I didn't realize you had gone. I'm sorry. I feel bad now. I was explaining the fight to you. They actually made that fight a little bit easier in the final mix.
Anyone from the organization who'd like to be
Again,
next?
they increased the water form beat 10 of them in 10 seconds to 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because the reaction command takes 7 seconds to use.
Oh,
yeah, I caught that part, so I was like, wow, that's kind of a tight line.
Oh, it is. Which is why, like, the 150 seconds is completely doable, because when you spin it around, you get an AoE kill on them. But it's the last one that matters. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, folks. This right here is where Disney loves to, punch us in the heartstrings.
You sure have lots of friends to help.
Yes, we do. Notice I'm currently in Valor form.
So,
and I had to do it for one last time.
And finish this battle for good.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Scribbles?
Yes, Your Majesty.
You're about to be running solo?
No, that's not the reason.
Look out!
And goodbye, Goofy. Oh, crap.
Goofy!
Oh, no.
I couldn't show that on screen.
No.
Oh, really? Does he basically, like, do the dive in front and say...
Yes, he dove in front of Mickey when a boulder hit him, and then it hit the squirrel in the head. So, cool news. We still have Donald in our party, and we will always have a 2-party group. And Mickey is like, enough's enough now.
They'll pay for this.
You know you're serious now when this happens.
At the same time, I'm also quite certain he's probably fine. I think because A, no one's checked his pulse. B, he's goofy. I'm pretty sure I've seen him come back from worse.
Oh, he's done. He's done. He's so done. Goofy is out of the party for good.
I guess it's, they went the Final Fantasy route instead of the Disney route on that.
Yep.
Or did they? I'm not sure.
All right,
yeah, it's interesting to see what Mickey's outfit looks like.
Well, you already saw it now. Alright, so that fight's over, which means I can get rid of some of these. I don't need Quick Run anymore. I need to get one more point back. Okay, I guess I am keeping Quick Run. So, this is the beginning. Also, I have now the moon recipe. Oh wow, I had 2 AP boosts sitting in here that I could have used. Oh, and Sora now has another equipment slot. You know what, I'm just going to take the shadow. Yeah, that. Okay. We are good to go. Well, that's the end of Goofy, folks. So the plan here is just get through the end of this. There's going to be a save point in the Abyss. So that is us fighting with Yuffie right there, everyone. And we're going to constantly be having allies throughout this entire area.
Constantly rotating allies.
Yes. Leon. Oh, Ripple Drive, I've missed you. Yeah, no, I am done with your foolishness. You stupid... Oh man, I just got magic back in time for me to run out of drive.
That was unfortunate. Also, wait, is using that that combo finisher actually depleting your drive?
Yes, well, whenever you attack using a special move, which all of that stuff counts as a special move, bump it and basketball it. Come on, Tifa! You are literally the punchiest person in this game. Alright, and I'm back up. Bump him, and we're gonna play basketball. Tifa, you ruined my reaction command. So again, the strategy for this fight after we get all the way into the 1000 Heartless is going to be limit form when I need to heal, which is pretty much going to be always. When I get out of limit form, this is going to be the cloud bit. When I get out of limit form, the strategy is use my limit. And then use reaction commands to survive past that, if need be. Snag him! Yeah, Cloud finished it off. That's fine. Alright, and this is actually a really cool area. This is the Crystal Fissure.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm
This is the last spot before the big battle,
fine,
right?
Yes.
Guilty.
Oh, okay. Donald just ran ahead.
Yeah.
Goofy!
Oh man, I'm so happy.
You know, that really hurt.
Oh, Goofy.
Worse, Your Majesty, I get bumped on the head all
I
the
mean,
time.
I'm pretty sure I've seen him fall off a cliff before.
Yes. Donald is gonna give it to him.
That hurt too.
Everybody missed Goofy.
It's only been like 5 minutes.
Hasn't even been that long. I was only able to drive once. So yeah, while they're reuniting, Sora's like, I must do this alone. Oh, and I upgraded my cure element. Oh wait, Donald and Goofy are in my party again? Okay, Goofy lost all of his stuff. So we need to give it back to him.
All of his abilities or his stuff?
All the equipment I had given him.
Really? It got... Or did it, like, just kind of go back to your supply once you lost him?
It went to my supply.
Okay.
And what did I have him using? The gold ring? I think it was the garnet ring. And abilities, they're all off now. Yeah. Jackpot, Lucky Lucky. Goofy Tornado. That, and let's see, Defender. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Before we go into this fight, obviously, treasure chest for a map. That's a torn page. Okay, that's 3 torn pages, which might actually mean Winnie the Pooh World is almost worthwhile. The Great Maw Map. Energy Crystal. AP boost going right to Sora. Let's see. Can I equip anything else to Sora? I've got 3 more. Let's see. I can give him Draw. Which is more important than the aerial finisher move. And we're just going to quickly take a look at our treasure chests. Oh, there's a lot more treasure chests now. Tons of more pieces of the puzzle. But we have seen every character we're going to see in this world now. We will go unpack all the journal stuff later. Alright, we're going to save this. Because it's a rule. Save often, right, Scribbles?
Yeah.
This is also one of the cooler areas to fight in. Come on, save. Okay, Crystal Fissure. Alright. So again, the rule is we are going to be driving. We are going to be using our limit. And then we are going to be calling it a day.
But you're actually going to pause here before just jumping in?
Huh? What's with them?
Hey!
Organization. And that is the first time we see Xemnas.
That's the guy who's got handsome.
You mean it's his nobody?
The leader of Organization 13.
Wait a minute.
The guy who's not handsome.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Well,
the nobody. We already beat the other one.
Yeah, so they refer to him as Xemnas only within the organization. But from this
Why
point forward,
Zansom?
as soon as they find
I'm
out his
here
name,
to seek
they
your
call him
advice.
Xehanort. Look at, he's got hearts in jars.
I'm glad we have the opportunity to speak like this, my friend. I'm intrigued by your hypothesis, and I'm finding it difficult to stave off the urge to test it. Still, I'm concerned about the stability of the world.
Yep. Notice what he's got in his hand.
Yep. That's what worries me too.
The doors that appeared.
Oh.
Heartless seek. I fear my research may have brought this upon us.
Master Ansem, regarding the experiment I presented the other day, with your permission, I'd like to proceed.
I forbid it! Forget this talk of
We've
doors.
actually heard this exact same dialogue when he was walking down the stairs.
Oh yeah, the
And
flashback.
And this is where they got the exact same cues from.
They are not.
Okay.
Those thoughts are best forgotten.
But he didn't forget him. Also, notice his skin is darker now than it's a little bit darker than it is when he's a nobody. The nobodies are a little bit paler. And the Heartless version was about the same shade, just a little bit darker. That's how all nobodies and Heartless are. Like, outside of a slight, tint to their skin, they look exactly the same.
Now I remember.
If they were strong enough personalities
Ansem's
before that.
apprentice. The leader of Organization 13 is Xehanort's nobody.
Go get him, Mickey.
Let's go!
So here's the thing. Donald and Goofy are right there with you while you guys get surrounded.
Move it!
He got what Xehanort put away.
Right!
Notice they also, since this is a CG cutscene, they didn't change it to match the Keyblades or the shield and staff that we currently have equipped. That's the key that you can always tell it's a high quality cutscene. is it won't have the equipment we currently have equipped. So we're going to start this off real easy-like with a Trinity limit.
Start off with a bang. Or a flash? I don't know.
So as long as I'm using their reaction commands... The hardest part of this fight is just waiting for my MP to return to me.
Yeah. I do find the weirdest part about moments in this fight is the part where there's actually like the invisible walls that a bunch of the Heartless will be behind. So there's still a limit on how quickly you can beat them.
Yes. Raving!
What was it you were saying before about
yeah, so if you watch, I can snag the same dude over and over.
The same one over and over, yeah.
Limit form! I'm just gonna keep doing this. Sparkle Ray! Now watch, I'm gonna toss him. And I'm gonna
Wait, how many bars does it take to go into limit form?
4.
When did you get that many already?
Oh, I'm still in limit form right now. I'm waiting for my MP to come back.
No, I meant, I thought you only had, like, gotten 1 bar back before you retriggered it.
No. You watch, because there's so many of them that... I'm just grabbing the same one and I keep Sparkle Raying it. Finish this up!
You're at the 640.
Yeah, wow, I'm already at 750. Like, this 1,000 Heartless thing is actually not that hard.
More than that, it, like... It feels a little inconsequential, almost.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
how much damage do you even take most of the time? Because they spend more time trying to position you, and then you just murder them.
Snaggletooth, and I just got Fire Boost.
I get a kick out of the fact that one of them basically was just high enough to be completely fine when the Sparkle Ray opened.
I'm gonna be able to drive one more time.
Let's go. Take this. Right. Yeah. Take this. Yeah. Take this. It's over. It's over.
I'm gonna be able to drive one more time. Assuming I don't kill them all first.
I don't know. I think it might be about that time where it's just game over for them.
There we go.
Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. It's over. Give me strength. Yeah. Ha. Back off. Ha. This is it. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Ha. 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 Yeah.
Guard break! 1,000 Heartless, folks, and it wasn't even a sweat. That's...
Yeah. Like, it's an interesting, like, idea set piece, but it doesn't end up being the challenge that you expect it to be, considering, you know...
Yeah, no, it's not a challenge, period. The other thing was, how many times did I drive in that? 4 or 5?
So, I don't know. I didn't really keep track.
Yeah, so I got a couple of experience points for limit form, and that's about it. That's all that equated to.
Where's
I
the
mean,
king?
that's decent. I mean, it means making progress on it.
Mickey
it's better than it used to be where you couldn't upgrade any of them.
I mean, you can upgrade all of them, just not...
No, I meant during that fight, originally, because you didn't have limit form, you couldn't actually...
Yeah, do anything.
Yeah.
Also, it meant I could be a lot more, you know, free with my magic.
Xehanort!
How long has it been since I abandoned that name?
Out with it, nobody. Where's
You
Kyrie?
nobody.
Where's Riku?
I know nothing of any Kyrie. As for Riku, perhaps you should ask your king.
Stop!
Oh, Mickey. Like, if there's one person who's gonna go diving headfirst into the corridor of darkness and be perfectly fine, King Mickey is the correct answer.
I mean, doesn't he kind of do that in a really heavy way at the end of the first?
I mean, he was already on that side.
Exactly, though. He closed the door behind him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No, Riku closed the door. Mickey was just killing stuff behind the door.
What's going on?
Way to fall right into their trap.
Hey, Axel.
It used to have a veritable moat of Heartless.
Yes.
And now, well, they've emptied it out.
Wait for it. Axel's gonna get 6th position.
Come on, it's a setup by Organization 13.
Oh yeah,
Gymnast
I forgot that was
is
part
using
of
you
their
to
plan.
Destroy the Heartless. That's his big
Oh, hey!
master plan.
Yeah, he's here.
No,
and
Ms.
Mez is here.
Valentine's.
The guy you just saw. He's their leader.
Ooh, it's having a 9 p.m. release of Kingdom Hearts 3 on the 28th?
M-N-A-S.
Got it memorized. I'm gonna have to check that out. Thank you, Mez Valentine. That means I might be able
Organization
to...
13 wants to get rid of the Heartless?
To get that game a day early. Thank you.
Man, you're slow. Every Heartless slain with that Keyblade releases a captive heart. That is what the organization is after.
So what are those guys gonna do with your hearts?
That's a good question.
I'm not telling.
Tell us!
You're the one who kidnapped Kyrie.
Bingo.
Yep.
The name's Axel.
Got it memorized. Axel.
Where is Kyrie?
Why are you such a jerk?
I mean,
Please,
I think that's kind of like
tell me.
like a Japanese punk
Look,
culture
about
thing, like to have a
Kyrie, I'm
catchphrase,
sorry.
pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Axel.
Oh, Sayax is here.
Uh-oh.
We'll ensure he receives the maximum punishment.
Which is turning him into a dusk. Like, he's not really a part of the organization anymore.
I don't care about any of that. Just let me into the realm of darkness, okay?
If it's Kyrie you're worried about, don't. We're taking very good care of her.
Take me to her.
Is she that important?
Sayax is just a horrible person.
More than anything.
Yeah.
Show me how important.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sora. Sinking really low.
I'm still... Why does he have the pointed ears? Is he supposed to be a werewolf, basically?
So
or?
you really do care for her?
Kind
In
of.
that case,
He is the Lunar Berserker.
The answer's no.
I remember that being like a thematic thing, but he didn't make any kind of
Are you angry?
vert transformation besides, you know, aggressiveness. I don't think his personality even particularly changed, so he doesn't have the Jekyll Hyde thing going on.
His teeth got pointy. So notice that the organization can summon Nobodies and Heartless.
Pitiful Heartless.
Because Heartless follow whoever is the strongest. Nobodies will follow another Nobody.
They know not the true power of what they hold. The rage of the Keyblade releases those.
I also think this is the narration we got for the cutscene that led us to this.
Darkness, masterless and free,
until they weave together to create Kingdom Hearts.
And when that time comes, we can truly, finally exist.
What in the world do you think you're prattling on about?
Sora seems to be caught right now between Mom and Dad.
Kingdom Hearts belongs to me. The heart of all kingdoms. The heart of all that lives.
Oh.
A dominion fit to be called Kingdom Hearts must be
because she shows up. Okay.
Right in front of her castle, too.
No.
Actually, what does she want Kingdom Hearts for?
I do not take orders
Just
from you.
power, pretty much, or
power. That's. It's really undefined. Like the
entire.
It's
oh god. Yeah, she just wants to rule it. She kind of has a scar prop.
Yeah. The entire Disney cabal was just like, we want Kingdom Hearts to, you know, get stronger and accomplish our goals.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's kind of funny just how much stronger the weakest Nobodies are compared to
While I keep
Heartless.
these creatures at bay, you devise a way to vanquish them forever.
Maleficent.
Yeah, again, they're gonna try to kill Maleficent, but that doesn't work.
Misunderstand me. I shall have my revenge on
that's a
you
weird
yet.
theory.
So Mez, I actually agree with that theory, because they've already cracked the thing on the time travel thing. And I'm pretty sure if Sora had a slightly different hairdo, you know, slicked back and his hair was gray, he would look like young Xehanort.
Now then.
Does this end up becoming the,
Which means everybody is one person.
What was that anime with the dragon torque?
The what?
There was an anime called, like, I think Noem, maybe? But it had a time travel ultimate reality plot that was... I don't know, as soon as they get into time travel manipulating timeline stuff, I always start to check out a little unless they really, really have a good way to make it work.
Fair. Also, Mez, I want to point out one other thing, because Sora's technically not a Keyblade wielder because he has Ventus's art in him, and that's what gives him his power, as well as being a replacement for Riku in the beginning of the first game. If that is the case, and he is the youngest version of Xehanort, that means Xehanort never had a Keyblade to wield as well, which is why he was always seeking the most powerful Keyblade. Which then means when he split Ventus and Vanitas into two and wanted to form the Keyblade, he knew that Ventus was eventually going to go and seek solace in Sora's heart. And if Xehanort was
and
Sora...
this is why I hate time travel plots.
Then that means that, you know, he knew that Ventus was just going to be in his heart. Oh my gosh, time travel! Why? Ah!
And this is why I hate time travel plots, because you always end up getting that like moment of there's a plot hole because he should know but he doesn't know but he should know and he does know but he's not acting like he knows.
There's so much amnesia getting thrown around here. So we just got ejected from Hollow Bastion, and that is the end of the 1,000 Heartless fight. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the last vessel, though, if I had to put money on it from what I've been reading, is probably going to be Xion. Just because she keeps coming back and has been relevant again.
Sora! Donald! Goofy!
Password accepted!
Those three aren't going down that easily.
I'll take your word for it.
The Keyblade's chosen one.
Except
lucky kid.
He's not! We know he's not the chosen one because we've seen other Keyblades. And we've seen the Keyblade actively reject him for Riku. Alright, well, that is the end of the 1,000 Heartless battle, folks. Which means we're going to be back in the space. We were literally ejected by Maleficent into our gummy ship.
Huh.
Yeah, figure that one out. And again, the
I'm more surprised that the special effects associated
Sora knows the
truth the way they did.
Yeah. And now Sykes is the only one whose face we've seen.
That he defeats, the closer he is to becoming our perfect puppet.
Our perfect puppet. Which means... Oh yeah, a vessel.
This new knowledge.
I forget, is Demix actually dead, or...
Oh, he's done. He's gone.
Okay.
What does it matter, really?
Zigbar, you ass.
Whatever his circumstances, Sora has never been able to help himself from saving people from the Heartless.
He's a meddler. That's why.
That's what his pure little heart wants.
He's the chosen one because the pure form of Master Xehanort. I don't know. I'm not sure if I like that end up being the twist.
Okay, Mez, think of it this way then. What if it's Ventus who's actually Master Xehanort, and the light part of him went to go sit inside of...
The fun is in not knowing, isn't it? What is the
Sora.
point of betting on something if you already
You know, the thing I was about to say is, what if Xehanort is actually, like, some kind of construct of a different entity, like, kind of a, I don't know, think Cthulhu-style,
like the bosses we
creating
fight.
a shadow.
The darkness things that we fight at the beginning and the end of Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, the World of Chaos is.
Something like that, yeah. Like, they basically needed a vessel that could interact and try to, like, forward some kind of agenda they have. I mean, if we go back to the fact that Shion is a created person, yeah, then is it possible that he'd be like a created nobody by the Heartless?
Yeah.
Sure does.
Like, were the Heartless trying to make a shell to inhabit, maybe? So that they could be Heartless?
Okay, we're getting into metaphysics here that, like, really is way beyond, like, the scope of these games thus
I'm
far.
really hoping that Xehanort does not end up being someone, like, well loved in the series who is not, like,
established,
someone you have to rescue already. Like,
maybe everything we've done.
Oh my gosh, that's it.
Maybe it was all for nothing.
Yeah, like Xehanort is.
What am I
the
supposed
world
to do
of
if I
in-between.
can't use the
That would be
Keyblade?
interesting. But wait a minute. The best twist would be that Xehanort is Kyrie's Heartless. Because Kyrie doesn't have one. Because she's one of the princesses.
I thought that was because she was too pure.
Well, yeah, clearly she had to expel the darkness somewhere, and it manifested and became Xehanort.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. Xehanort is actually Kyrie's grandfather.
So,
because we know nothing about any of the parentage of the Destiny Island kids.
Yeah, we do. We know exactly where Kyrie came from.
We do?
Kyrie is Hollow Bastion royalty. She is related to Ansem the Wise.
So wait, are the Destiny Islands their own world? Or...
Yes, Destiny Islands is their own world. It says, it even said, I pointed this out in the first game, Kyrie came to Destiny Islands 9 years ago. She left Hollow Bastion 10 years ago. Oh my gosh. What is this? Guess what it is?
What is it?
Nominee is her nobody, not her Heartless. Sea salt ice cream. And a picture of the Twilight Town group. Also, recently found out that Hainer, Pence, and Olette are not Final Fantasy characters. They are exclusive to Kingdom Hearts. Because they wanted Roxas to have his own group of friends that was not a Final Fantasy cameo.
Which I think they did a good job. I actually really like the kind of dynamic that group.
Mez, I believe that Nominee is technically the nobody created when Kyrie's heart left Sora.
And then Shion is like a construct of memories somewhere, like from Sora's memories, constructed by Nominee?
No. She was created by... It wasn't Marluxia. I think it was Vexen. And they put Sora's memories into her, and that's why she had the power to wield the Keyblade. So she sort of counts as Sora's second nobody, but it's less a direct nobody to Sora and more of the nobody of Sora's connection with other people. Notably, she is the nobody of Sora's connection to Kyrie, which is weird. But again, memories are written on people's hearts, so, you know, that's a thing. And, oh, right, I have to do my little, screen capture.
Not yet. I gotta look for Kyrie.
Because now we get to rename the town. Ice Cream! Woot. There is ice cream, folks. Oh wait, is it actually waiting for me to...
The real question is, are they going to, like, take too long to do something with it and it'll melt by the time they get to the key phase to use the ice cream?
I don't know. Good question. We'll never know. Phenomena. Sorry, I'm just saving a picture of ice cream. File, save as, Kingdom Hearts 2, ice cream. And a picture, because we couldn't tell what that was. Oh. See, this story is getting out of hand. It did a long time. I agree, it completely got out of hand a long time ago. Photo and some ice cream. Wonder if there are...
Photo and some ice cream.
But yeah, no, like, here's the thing. The main stories 1 and 2 tried to clear things up. They made more questions, but then the handheld games got them really out of hands.
Riku?
But, like, the handhelds explained, like, 1 question and added 10 more. It was really bad. Just
this feeling I got. Hey, what if the Heartless...
You just gotta keep doing what you're doing.
But Sora, I think...
Alright, folks. Well, that is the end of the 1000 Heartless fight. We're gonna take a short break real quick. We'll be back in, like, 5 minutes. So thanks for tuning in to more of the Kingdom Hearts 2 story. And again, I'm Izzy Craze 365.
And Scribbled Slate here.
Thank you. And, yeah. We'll see you guys momentarily. Be right back, everyone.
Bye-bye.